Hello and welcome to Montpellier. Hope you had a nice journey. Today we shall begin with a tour of the main landmarks in and around town. But first, let me tell you a bit about Montpellier. It is one of the sunniest towns in France with over 300 days of sunshine per year. However, we do tend to have some heavy rain late in September. But not to worry, it's under control. The best way to get around town is either by foot or using the bus and tramway network. If you arrive by train, this is where you will most likely start, the Saint-Roch train station.
So, this is Place de la Comédie and you can see one of the most famous fountains in France, Les Trois Grâces. This is probably the most central location of Montpellier. If you go into town, you will most likely have to pass it. You can come and drink a coffee en terrace, always grab a bit to eat or sit down for a nice meal. There is also the Opera House with both classical and more modern opera events. However, if you are not fond of the opera, you can go to one of the two cinemas that border the square.
As you walk up to the highest point in Montpellier, the Esplanade du Pérou, from the centre of town, your first stop will be the Arc de Triomphe. Built in 1691 by order of the King Louis XIV in the same style as the one in Paris, but smaller, it opens the way up to the Royal Esplanade with the water tower at the far end of it. This tower, filled by the Saint-Clément aqueduct, distributed water to the entire city from 1765 to the 1970s. At the centre of the square, the mounted statue of Louis XIV, the benefactor of the town, looks upon his realm. From the tower, on a clear day, if you look to the north, you can see the Pic Saint-Loup, and to the south, you can see as far as the sea and the lagoons.
The Plant Garden is one of the oldest botanical gardens in Europe and the oldest French one. Opened back in 1593 by Guy de la Brosse as part of the creation of Montpellier's medical schools. The access is free. Inside the garden, that covers 4.5 hectares, over 2,000 plant species can be admired. Some come from the other side of the world, while others can be found on the outskirts of town. It is the ideal place for an afternoon stroll to get out of the summer heat.
So, this is Polytech's main building where you'll be having most of your lectures. Formerly known as l'ISIM, Polytech Montpellier is just one of the 13 Polytech schools across France. You'll be spending your next semester or the entire year here. But not to worry, it won't be just studying and work. You'll have plenty of time to explore and make the most of your trip to France.
Located on the north side of Montpellier, but without leaving the city, the Lunary Zoo is the largest park in town. With no entrance fees all year round and over 11 kilometers of walking tracks, it is the perfect place for jogging while viewing the 140 different species. The park is also home to the largest Amazonian greenhouse in France.
As well as the many outdoor activities offered within the city, if you really want some fresh air, the ideal place to go is the Pic Saint-Loup to the north of Montpellier. It is one of the most beautiful walking sites in the area. You can't claim to have visited Montpellier if you have not been up it at least once. On a clear day, from the summit, if you look south, you can see the sea on the far side of Montpellier, then, looking clockwise, the Ventoux, the Ortus, just the other side of the valley, with the Cévennes mountain range behind, and the Canigou summit over in the Pyrenees.